Hey guys, I am back today with a video covering all things skincare. I've attempted filming this video about 2 or 3 times and epically failed, so third time's the charm. I think this is the third time. Let's pretend it's the third time. I've got a lot of products to cover. This is going to be an extremely long video. Probably not the best time for me to film considering it's midnight on a work night, but I had a nap after work, slammed a coffee about 30 minutes ago, so fuck it. We're here. We're gonna do this. This isn't so much a skincare routine video. It's more so my favorite skincare products. I like to switch things up once in a while. I do have a lot of products to cover. This is gonna be an extremely long video. If you want to go get a snack at this time or a beverage or a notepad of some sort, feel free to do so. The reason I'm choosing to cover every single product in this video is because I feel like I can cater to more budgets. I have some products that are higher end, I have some products that are a bit more affordable, and I feel like more people will get use out of this video. I was a student once, I know how it is, I got you. Before we get started, I'm just going to do the obvious disclaimer. I am not a dermatologist or an esthetician or a skin expert. All of the products that I'm going to go over today, I have been using myself for a very long time. Some of them my boyfriend has also used and he has extremely sensitive skin, and some of them I have used on my clients. So first off, I should probably tell you my skin type. I am oily combination. I often break out around that time of the month in the jaw area. I have an extremely oily T-zone, and my pores, particularly in this area, are just fucking gigantic and they are the bane of my existence. I do want to say that it is great to have a skincare regimen. I think everybody should have at least 2 or 3 products that they use regularly to cleanse their face or moisturize. Moisturize for sure. Even if you're oily, you should always moisturize. But nothing here is going to benefit you as much as what you're putting into your body, how much water you're drinking, and how much sleep you're getting. The key is to nourish your body properly, and that will always reflect in your skin. Of course, there are exceptions in everything, such as people who just have extremely uncontrollable hormones or high testosterone and break out severely because of other factors, but more often than not, if you're taking care of yourself, it'll show in your skin. And when I'm not taking care of myself, oh, it fucking shows. I'm going to break this video up in categories, and I think I'm going to go in the order of how I remove my makeup and cleanse it, tone it, moisturize it, yada yada. Before I cleanse my face, I like to use makeup remover wipes, and I have used so many different brands over the years. I think that they are very beneficial in removing that first layer of makeup, especially when you've got a lot of makeup on. I really like the Costco brand, which I'm out of, and I threw the packaging out. I also really like these Equate cleansing and makeup removing towelettes with chamomile, vitamin E, and triple T complex. I get these from Walmart and I get them in multi-packs, and there's 60 in each one. I think it cost me like $8 or something crazy like that. They do the job. They remove makeup really well. My only complaint is that they're just really moist. Yeah, I went there. These next ones I've been using for a very long time. They are the Pond's Original Fresh Wet Cleansing Towelettes with vitamin E. These come in a pack of 30. I also get them from Walmart. I think they're like $8. These ones are nice because the actual towelettes have sort of like a textured, embossed situation going on here, and I find the texture of them helps to better remove the makeup off my face. It almost lifts it off. They do have a fresh scent. Those of you who are sensitive to scents and prefer things unscented are probably not gonna like these. I'm not too picky when it comes to face wipes. I used to use the No. 7 ones from Shoppers Drug Mart. They're by the Boots brand, and they're $10 for 30, and I just couldn't afford that anymore. But I like them because they were the perfect amount of wet, and they were unscented. I think my only complaint with face wipes is that they're either too dry, too wet, or the scent of them is not neutral enough. Depending on how much makeup I have on or what type of makeup I have on, sometimes I like to go in with a little bit of eye makeup remover as well. For example, if I've got on waterproof mascara, or I've got really intense glitter, or I've layered a lot of eyeshadow. I have 3 makeup removers here that are different price ranges, and they all serve a different purpose. Starting with the Lancome Bi-Facil Double Action Eye Makeup Remover. I like to use this on the days where I have false eyelashes on and I've used House of Lashes glue. That shit is like cement for your eyelashes, and it is a little bit tougher to remove. I would not recommend just pulling it off like the Duo Lash Adhesive. It will tear off your natural lashes. So I like to go in with a Q-tip with this makeup remover because it's super oily and I like to sort of remove the eyelashes. Would not recommend this for anybody using makeup remover in the middle of their makeup look. Let's say you fuck up your eyeliner or something and you want to go in and touch it up. This is just going to completely grease up that area, ruin your concealer or foundation or eye makeup altogether because it is so oily. But if you're wanting something really heavy duty for eyeshadows that sometimes leave a little bit of that stain behind on the eyelid, this is awesome. A less expensive and less greasy alternative to the Lancome one would be the L'Oreal Waterproof Gentle Makeup Remover for eyes and lips. This is also great for removing waterproof makeup. It comes in 2 different layers. It has a clear layer and a blue layer. I don't remember which one is the oil, I'm almost out of it, but even though it has oil in it, it does not leave the skin feeling super greasy, and I think you can get it at the drugstore for, I want to say $10 or $11. I keep one of these in my makeup kit. It's great. I have no complaints. And last but not least, I've got the Bioderma Sensibio H2O Micelle solution for sensitive skin. I have been using this for many years. I used to work at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I believe Shoppers in Canada was the only retailer that actually carried Bioderma. This is the little baby size. I keep this in my professional makeup kit. Also comes in a regular size and then a super large bottle for those people that just can't get enough. It's actually a better value if you get the larger bottle. This is great if you've got sensitive skin. I keep this in my makeup kit specifically for those with sensitive skin. It's very gentle around the delicate eye area. It doesn't make you tear up. It removes quite heavy duty makeup, which is shocking because it doesn't have any oil in it. Just realized I forgot to mention, because it's not in front of me and it's in my kitchen, I like to use coconut oil to remove my makeup sometimes. Coconut oil has so many different benefits. I'll probably end up having to do a video separate from all of this, just going through all the benefits of it. Great though, as a makeup remover. Just a little sidebar. Now, before I get into some of my favorite cleansers, I'd like to touch a little bit on what I use to cleanse my face with said cleansers. Firstly, most of the time, I use my fingertips. When I feel like my fingertips are not enough because I have worn a ton of makeup and I have large pores, so the makeup just buries itself in those pores. I often like to use the Cellulose cleansing sponges, and this is by Spa Resource. Pretty sure I got these from Walmart. They come in a pack of 6, and all I do is I wet this sponge, put my cleanser on it, and then just rub it all over my face. Specifically around my nose, that's where the makeup likes to really build itself up, and then on the chin, I pull it all the way down the neck, behind the ears, and then I rinse it off. If I want to disinfect it, I'll just throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute, and then I just let it cool down. I would highly recommend these. I think they're awesome for removing makeup, and they're very inexpensive. I think you can get like 6 of them for $5 or something like that. When I'm not using my fingers and I'm not using these sponges, I like to use my Olay Professional facial cleansing brush. I don't remember the exact name of this. I purchased it 2 or 3 years ago, and I actually hauled it on my YouTube channel a very long time ago. And the reason I had purchased this was because I'm the type of person, when there's hype around a product such as the Clairsonic and there's such a hefty price tag attached to it, I'm just stubborn. I don't want to, you know, break the bank, and I'll find something that in my opinion does the job or even a better job at a lesser price. It's just how I roll, and I've always been this way. So I've been using this for 2 to 3 years, and I actually quite like it, but you do have to change the battery. It's not like the Clairsonic in the sense that you just place it into the little charger. You actually do have to get batteries for it. It has 2 speeds. You can remove the head and rinse it or replace it. And I don't know, I think it's very simple, and I like it, and it does the job. I appreciate the fact that it spins, and when I use it on the skin, I like to massage my face the opposite direction that the head is spinning, so it's kind of creating a little bit more friction, and it removes the makeup a lot better. I think this was like $40 from Walmart. Funny enough, for whatever reason, last Christmas, Bae was actually gifted the Clairsonic Mia for dudes, and obviously he hasn't used it, so I jacked it because I wanted to put it to the test and really compare the two. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of the Clairsonic. I think it's really basic in the sense that it just vibrates, whereas this one I feel like puts in a little bit more effort and it actually spins on the skin and gets into every last little crevice, and the bristles are more flexible. I get a deeper clean with this. I don't know, I just think of the Clairsonic as something that's overhyped and overpriced when you can get something that's like a fraction of the price at the drugstore. Just my opinion, but I'm pretty glad I didn't have to pay for it. I have a few cleansers in my rotation that I believe are worth mentioning, starting with the Mario Badescu Acne Facial Cleanser. Mario Badescu, by the way, is pronounced Badescu. He was Romanian. If y'all don't know this, I am Romanian. Just representing my peoples. Anastasia Beverly Hills, by the way, is also Romanian, and in my mind, she is queen. This is a very gentle and effective cleanser if you have acne-prone skin. It has thyme and salicylic acid in it, which actually helps to fight breakouts and prevent future breakouts. Although I don't really believe that cleansers can prevent future breakouts, I rely more on moisturizers and serums and things like that to prevent future breakouts. It also has aloe vera and chamomile, which actually helps to soothe and calm down the skin. It's a gel formula, although when I use it with my little Olay brush, it does lather up. I purchased mine on Outlook. It goes on sale on there quite a bit. I absolutely love buying shit on there. You can also get it at Ulta in the States, or you can just buy it straight off the website. It doesn't have much of a scent, and it just kind of gets the job done, so I like. I've also got the Olay Pore Minimizing Cleanser and Scrub. I've gone through easily 30 of these over the years. I think this is a fantastic cleanser because it's a cleanser and a scrub in one. The top of it is actually a pump, which is super convenient. I think it pumps out the perfect amount. And as you'll notice, it has ribbons. The white is a cleanser, the mint is a scrub, and the scrub is very gentle. So if you have sensitive skin and you're looking for a cleanser and a scrub in one, I would highly recommend this. I prefer to use it in the shower because for whatever reason I feel like it performs better in steamy environments. I think it's because the pores are open and it kind of gets in there and deep cleans them. I don't know if I find it to be pore minimizing. I have a really hard time believing cleansers or pore minimizing. Again, I rely more on serums and toners for that. I have been using it for a very long time. I absolutely love it, and I would highly, highly recommend it. You can get it from the drugstore for $7 or $8. I get mine from Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart, or even Winners has it on sale for like $6, so love. This next cleanser is something that I use in the morning. I'm not a morning person by any means. I don't know if you guys are. I hate everything about the morning. I just need to be left alone pretty much for the first hour of my life. I don't even know who I am. This cleanser, honestly, this sounds so fucking cheesy. It makes my mornings worthwhile. And it's probably the only thing I look forward to aside from ridiculous amounts of caffeine. It is the Clean&Clear Morning Burst Shine Control Facial Cleanser with bursting beads. Wakes you up with lemongrass and fruit extracts. I've been using this for a very long time. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you will know this because I've mentioned it before. This is so refreshing. The lemongrass and the fruit extracts, I believe, are packed into the little beads that actually burst on your face. It builds a really nice lather. It cleanses all the residue from the skincare that I've used the night before and all the oil that's been produced from the night before, and it leaves my face feeling really fresh and really clean and mattified. I just absolutely love it. I get it from the drugstore. I think it's like $7 or something like that. As you guys know, I am a diehard Lushie, and for those of you who are seeking a more natural route when it comes to a cleanser or skincare in general, I would highly recommend Lush Cosmetics. They are a little bit more pricey. Some of the products can get up there, but for the most part I think they're quite reasonable for what you're getting. Here I've got Angels on Bare Skin and Dark Angels. I'll start with Angels on Bare Skin because I feel like this will be perfect for those of you who have sensitive skin. I have oily skin and I find that it works great on me. I know that it works great on people with dry skin as well. These cleansers are not your traditional cleansers. They come in a solid form like this. They resemble Play-Doh or some sort of putty, and the way that you use it is you actually just break off a little chunk and you place it in the palm of your hand. You then take, this is way too much, but you take a bit of hot water, pour it over top, and then just sort of massage that into the palm of your hand until you get a paste. You then take that paste and you massage it into your skin, and it leaves your skin, first of all, so soft and smooth, very hydrated, and just completely rejuvenated. If you have sensitive skin, you can definitely use this as a scrub because the base of it is made out of, I think, ground up almonds. It also has little lavender flowers throughout it, which also helps to exfoliate in a very gentle way. I absolutely love this because I do have oily skin, and when I use cleansers or scrubs, sometimes they leave my face really dry. And like I said earlier, when you use a cleanser that leaves your face really dry, your face freaks out and actually produces more oil, whereas this leaves my face very moisturized but matte at the same time, and just the texture of it is perfection. I would highly recommend Angels on Bare Skin. I think this one was like 14 bucks. You can get a larger tub that's 30 bucks or something like that. This is a little bit more abrasive. I would use this more as a scrub. It is made with Moroccan lava clay, charcoal, sugar. It has a very woodsy scent. It actually smells fucking terrible. I really hate the smell of it, but it just works so well on my skin that I put up with the scent of it. You use it in the same way that you would Angels on Bare Skin. You take a chunk of it, put it in the palm of your hand, mix a little bit of water, it turns into a paste, and then you massage it into your skin. And what I like doing is I actually like leaving it on for about a minute or two until it dries and almost turns into like a mask. And then I like to rinse it off. And as I'm rinsing, I'm scrubbing my face with it. And it is quite gritty, so if you have sensitive skin, I would definitely not recommend this for you. It is abrasive. They say that it's not, and they say that it's gentle, but I have pig skin. Like, I can use anything on my face, and even I found it abrasive. Sometimes to help with the smell of it, I like to mix it with a little bit of ocean salt, which is a face and body scrub by Lush, and it's made out of sea salt. It's got vodka in it, I believe. It smells like a cocktail. It's got coconut oil. It's very nice on the body and the face, and I find that these two together are heaven sent. I would also recommend using this on its own. Sea salt has many benefits. It's very detoxifying, clarifying. I actually have my sea salt in front of me. I wanted to mention this as well. Sea salt is something that I purchase off iHerb, and sometimes what I do is I'll mix it with a little bit of coconut oil or honey, and I'll create my own little scrub, and I'll scrub my face with it. I also like to take sea salt baths. Like I said, it helps to detoxify your body and actually remove toxins from it. It's very relaxing. It leaves your skin really soft. I don't know if you've noticed when you go to the ocean and let's say you have broken out skin, or your skin isn't in the best condition and you've been frolicking around in the water all day, and you leave and you go home and you shower, your skin is actually a lot softer, and mine personally a lot more cleared up. I think it's antibacterial as well. That's just a sidebar. I just had this here and I thought I would mention it. Since I just covered Dark Angels and Ocean Salt, I feel like that's kind of a natural transition to the next two scrubs I'd like to share with you. Starting with the Queen Helene Refreshing Mint Julep Natural Facial Scrub. This is very similar to the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask, which is very popular. If you're a beauty junkie or a skincare junkie, likely you own it or have heard of it, or you know what the fuck it is. And if you don't, it's an amazing mask and it's very inexpensive, and I would highly recommend it. Probably gonna do a completely separate video on face masks because we'd be here till the cows come home if I got into face masks in this video. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a face mask video. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that. Anyway, this scrub is great, and I get mine from the health food store or on iHerb.com. I get a lot of my skincare of this sort of genre, if you will, off of iHerb.com. I think I got this for like $6 or $7 on iHerb, and it is a very refreshing and gentle scrub, and I would definitely recommend it for those of you who have sensitive skin but are looking for a scrub. As you can see, it is well loved, so much so that I squeezed the shit out of it in the shower, broke the side, so sometimes it comes out of here. This is made up of walnut shell powder, so that walnut is very finely ground, and when you apply it to the skin, it's a little bit more nourishing because it's got emollients and kaolin and butters in it, so it actually replenishes the skin with moisture. Chris likes using this as well. We keep this in the shower. Chris is bae, by the way. I'm gonna just call him Chris from now on. I feel like we're on that level now. Anyway, he likes using it, and like I said, he has very sensitive skin, like to the point that he swells up if he uses something too abrasive. Moving on to my favorite facial scrub of all time. Many of you are familiar with this because I've talked your ear off about it. The MAC Mineralize Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. This is absolutely amazing, and it's pretty much always sold out for good reason. If you can't find it, I'd be patient and hunt it down. You will not regret it. This is a sugar-based scrub. It does have volcanic ash in it. The way that I like to use it is I wet my face very lightly, and then I just start going to town in the T-zone area, and then I just sort of start spreading it all over the face. The more I massage it into my face and the more contact it has with the water, the milkier it gets. It turns into sort of like a milky cleanser. I leave it on my face for a couple minutes, and then I rinse it off with warm water, and I am left with the most beautiful skin of life. I would highly recommend this. It is a little bit pricier. I think it's like 34 bucks, but it does last you a very long time, and I do think it's gentle enough for sensitive skin. I also do want to mention that after I cleanse my face with warm water, I like to shift over to cold water, splash my face with it so that my pores tighten up. Then I like to towel dry with a towel that's specifically set aside for my face. I don't use the same towel for my body as I do my face. I have a small towel in my bathroom that is specifically dedicated to my face, because I find if I do otherwise, my face becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and blemishes and so on. So if I've just straight up cleansed my face or exfoliated it, I do like to follow up with some sort of toner. I have a few in front of me, but one in particular is my favorite. I've used the longest and I would recommend the most, and it is the Thayer's Peach Witch Hazel with Aloe Vera formula. I've mentioned this in previous videos. I purchased this off iHerb.com. This is my second bottle. I think I've also seen them at health food stores. They come in a bunch of different scents. This one I chose because it smells the best. It straight up smells like peaches, but it has the benefits of aloe vera and witch hazel in it. Witch hazel is so good for your skin, but it straight up smells like asshole. I have never smelled witch hazel in my life and found it at all appealing. I've always known the benefits of it. It helps with everything. It helps with clarifying the skin, it helps with your complexion, it helps with clearing up acne. So good for you, but it smells so bad. This, like others, does not strip my skin of its natural oils. If anything, I feel my skin is very moisturized after I apply it, which again is very important to me because I'm oily as fuck. You guys know the drill. I actually like to pour it into like this little spray bottle that I have downstairs in my bathroom, and I like to spritz my face with it and just leave my face nice and wet before I continue on with the rest of my skincare. I can't get enough, can't stop, won't stop. It's so inexpensive, it lasts forever. It's fabulous, I would highly recommend it. Next is one that I do find effective. I just don't really prefer the scent of it, and I don't see myself reaching for it as much, but I do have it in my skincare drawer. It's the Badescu Special Cucumber Lotion. This is very good for acne prone skin or inflamed skin. The cucumber in it actually helps to sort of cool down the face. It's antiseptic and it helps to fight the bacteria inside the acne, if that makes sense. If you're acne prone and you see this on Outlook, I would recommend picking it up if you don't want to purchase theirs, or you can't find it in stores, or you don't want to go on iHerb, or you just straight up want to use this because it's yellow and it looks fun. Lastly, for the toning department, I have the Trader Joe's Natural Facial Cleansing Pads with tea tree oil. Obviously, I got these from Trader Joe's in the States. They come in a pack of 60. They're super, super thin. I would recommend this for anybody who is super oily and acne prone. Back in the day, like in high school, I discovered tea tree oil, and I actually purchased the super concentrated version from Walmart that comes in like a little bottle, and I would just straight up apply that tea tree oil to my face. And I found that it completely inflamed me because it was too concentrated for me. I made the mistake of not diluting it with warm water. When I found these, I was pretty stoked on it because you do still get the benefits of tea tree oil, but you don't get as much of it. You can just kind of sweep these over the face. When you're done with them, toss them out. No mess, nada, which I'm totes down for. I think these were $10 to $13. I don't remember though. I would check online. Next, I'm going to talk about the most important parts of my skincare, my serums and my moisturizers. I have found since I've used these particular products on the regular consistently, my skin has gone from 0 to 100 real quick. I have developed a real deep love affair with the Ole Henriksen skincare line from Sephora. I googled it and you pronounce it Ole Henriksen. I fucks with Ole heavy. He has completely changed my life. I've been using his products for about 2 or 3 years now, I want to say. In the last year or so, I've been very on top of my skincare, particularly at night. In the daytime, sometimes I shit the bed and I don't do what I should be doing. But at night, like, I'm on it. Because I find at night while I'm sleeping, my skin just transforms, and that's where I've noticed the biggest change. So after I cleanse my skin, after I tone, what I do is I go in with my Ole Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster. This is a potent vitamin C complex to brighten, smooth, and help the appearance of aging. This has orange extracts in it. I believe it has green tea, and it has vitamin C. It says that it's a collagen booster, but I think it's great for all skin types. I feel that vitamin C has completely changed the texture of my skin. My skin is brighter. So day and night, I'll apply this after my toner. Then I like to go in with the Invigorating Night Treatment Overnight Resurfacer 12 Source AHA Complex. So this is meant to resurface and accelerate cell turnover. AHA stands for alpha hydroxy acid. So your glycolic acids, your lactic acids, your citric acids, acids that are found in fruit. They basically are like a liquid form of an exfoliator. They help to polish off the dead skin cells and turn over new ones, if that makes sense. What I do is I take a pump of it in my hand. It's sort of like a jelly consistency. It's got algae and like vitamin E in it. And I apply a very thin layer all over my face and my neck. It tingles a little bit, which is nice because I know that it's working. And I let it completely sink into my skin, and then I follow it up with my moisturizer. So in the morning, it's no surprise that I love using my cleanser to remove like all the residue from the night before. Like, there's no way I would apply makeup on without washing my face in the morning because there's so many layers on my face. The makeup just looks like shit. I've tried it, so I know. When I use these together, I just find I wake up with the smoothest skin. And while I'm cleansing, I'm just sort of massaging my face in awe of how soft and clear it is. It does a very good job of clearing up my acne as well. I like to follow up that gel treatment with my Invigorating Night Cream. Visibly reduces lines and wrinkles and smooths texture. Again, AHAs, primrose oil, and shea butter. I'm really glad that I incorporated this into my nightly routine because I found just the vitamin C and the gel still didn't give me the hydration that I need. And although I am very oily, I do need hydration, but I've always had a really hard time finding a moisturizer at night that doesn't make me feel greasy and that doesn't break me out and just make me feel like I've got a thick layer of shit on my face, if you know what I mean. A little bit goes a long way, so I just like to put a little dot on my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, and my chin, and then I just massage it, and I also run it down my neck a little bit. So like I said, these three together have just completely changed my face. So these bottles here are not cheap. I think this one's like 60 and I want to say this one is 60 as well. But what I do is I purchase mine in a little set. It comes with the vitamin C, it comes with the night treatment, and it also comes with a sheer moisture day cream. The day cream is a little bit thick for my liking, so I gave that to Chris and he uses that one. But I think the kit is like $82 or something like that. So considering one bottle is 60 and you're getting 2 of these and a daytime moisturizer for 82, I think that's pretty unreal. And I'm pretty sure they have those kits year round, but I know that they have a shit ton of other kits right now around the Christmas season, and they have little minis too. So if you don't want to invest in the full sizes, like, you don't know if it's going to work, you really just have to try it for an extended period of time. I would highly recommend getting the little mini sizes and sort of trying it out and seeing if it works for your skin. I really do think vitamin C and AHAs have changed the game. I'm obsessed. So that's what I do at nighttime. In the daytime, I'll cleanse my face, I'll tone it, I'll do the vitamin C, and I like to keep it a little bit light. So I just use my MAC Mineralize Charge Water Moisture Gel. I've talked about this in previous videos. I'm almost out of this Chris loves this one as well. It's very hydrating. It's very lightweight. It's very good for those who have oily skin, like myself. It's also amazing for those who have dry skin, and it makes your makeup apply like an absolute dream. I keep one of these in my professional makeup kit, and I've used it on so many brides and bridesmaids and mothers of the bride. In saying that, as you guys know, I am a bargain shopper and I love the drugstore, and I have been on the hunt to find sort of like a drugstore alternative for this particular moisturizer, because this one's like 30 bucks or something like that. Between Chris and I, we go through this like crazy. So I like to have something to either travel with or alternate with this one, and I think I found something in the drugstore that is very close to that, and I'm absolutely in love with this next product. It is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream with Hyaluronic Acid. This is the closest match to that MAC Mineralize Charged Water Moisture Gel. It is sort of like a blue shade, and I think I get the same amount of product, if not a little bit more. Very nice to apply to the skin before makeup. Honestly, I feel like I have the same benefits from both of them, and I think this one's like 19 bucks. It still is a little bit up there, but I think it beats $35 for the MAC one. I got Chris's stamp of approval for sensitive skin. We both love these. They're absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend them, I think, for all skin types, but particularly for those with oily skin. Another drugstore moisturizer that I have mentioned in the past, and I'm going to mention again specifically for those of you who are a little bit sensy, is the Simple Sensitive Skin Hydrating Light Moisturizer. This right here is something that I have used for a very long time. I do keep this in my kit as well. It doesn't have any fragrance. It's very lightweight. It applies really nicely on the skin. It provides a lot of hydration, but also provides a really smooth base for primer and foundation. I think this is something like $11 or $12 from the drugstore. Next, I'm gonna go over two eye creams that I really enjoy. Do I think eye creams are effective when it comes to anti-aging or preventing wrinkles? Honestly, I have no idea, but I'm 28, I'm not getting any younger, so what's the harm in trying to prevent it? I do find my eye area is a lot more hydrated, and I feel like that's the first step to prevent those fine lines from showing up, if you know what I mean. Luckily, the one upside to being greasy as fuck is that you wrinkle a lot slower. So anyway, what I like using at night is the Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Eye Treatment. This can be used at night or in the morning. I like to use it at night. It's very hydrating. It's very thick. I think it's got like biotin in it as well, which is kind of neat. I've gone through 2 or 3 of these. This was actually the first eye cream that I seriously started repurchasing in my adult life, and I quite like it. And then for the daytime, I like to use the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. Do I think it depuffs? Not really sure, but it does sort of have this luminous finish, so when I apply it in the daytime underneath my concealer, you can't see it on camera. It does leave like a nice sort of shimmery, glowing appearance underneath the eye, and I really like that. I just need to be a little bit more religious with the eye cream in the day, because I've kind of been lagging, but these are the two that I use. Pretty simple. Next, I have a magical acne treatment that I have been using for many years. I have 2 variations. One I've tried by Kate Somerville. It's called Eradicate. The other is by Mario Badescu. It is the drying lotion. This one is toast. I've completely finished it. It shouldn't look like this. It shouldn't look pink. It should look completely separated with the liquid on top and the solid on the bottom. Basically what these are acne treatments, and the bottom part of the bottle is sulfur, camphor, and calamine. It's sort of like a clay consistency, and you are meant to keep them separated at all times. Basically what you do is when you're breaking out and you're inflamed, you know that zit that pops up and it's got kind of like a whitehead on it, or you've popped it and it's open and it's gonna take forever to heal. You take a Q-tip, you dip it into the bottle, you make sure the Q-tip makes contact with that calamine at the bottom, you pull it out, and you apply it directly on the pimple. I usually leave it overnight, and by the morning it has significantly reduced in size. The trick is you must keep these separated Something about dipping it in the calamine and then sort of pulling it out through this liquid here and applying it on the skin is where the magic happens. All the spot treatments that I've tried, pretty much since I was a teenager, I'd say that these calamine solutions have been the most effective. So take my word for it, skip all the other ones and get straight to this one because you will not be sorry. You will thank me later. Another little trick I want to share with those of you who are having a difficult time with breakouts, more so the healing process of a breakout. So first you squeeze it, pop it, whatever, everything comes out. And then you got this scab that you kind of got to live with and your makeup applies really awkwardly over top. What I like to do is apply a little bit of polysporin on that sort of scabby area at nighttime. I find that the cell turnover is actually a lot quicker. It works the exact same way that it would on a cut. It's antiseptic, so it not only helps to prevent infection in the area, but it actually helps speed up the healing process. Definitely love me some polysporin. Lastly, I'd like to mention a few facial peels. Now, I was gonna save these for my face mask video, which is gonna be coming up after the skincare video. But I thought, what the hell, I've been here for like 2 hours already, what's another 2 products? The first one I want to mention is one that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and again, it's by Ole, our boy Ole Henriksen. Anti-aging lemon strip flash peel exfoliates and visibly reduces wrinkles and pores with lactic, glycolic, and fruit acids. Very similar to the night cream that I use, AHA's. Glycolic, lactic, and fruit acids. It's pretty much like doing an acid peel in the privacy of your own home at half the cost because you have this jar which lasts you months on end. It comes with this little brush. So what you do is you just take a pea size of this, spread it all over your face with the brush. I sometimes like to use my fingertips, but the brush is a nice little effect. I leave it on for 10 minutes, it tingles like a motherfucker, and then I just remove it with lukewarm water. And when I remove it off of my face, again, basically what it does is it exfoliates the skin right before your eyes and removes all that dead skin and leaves this baby fresh face. I don't know if I would recommend this for all ages. I would do your research if you're dry skinned or sensitive skinned. Actually, no, if you're sensitive, don't even fuck with this. Like, I don't think I would recommend that. I think it's gonna be a little bit too harsh for your skin. This next product, I'm not so much recommending it to you. I'd actually like your feedback on it because I purchased it a few months ago and I don't know if I buy the hype around it, nor do I buy what it's doing. So maybe you guys can throw me a bone here. It's the Boscia Exfoliating Peel Gel, a lightweight peeling gel that works as a physical gel, a chemical peel, and a treatment to firm and brighten skin for a healthy complexion. Basically what you do is on your dry skin, you take a couple pumps of this, and let's just do the back of my hand right now. I'll probably do a close-up of this so you can see how it works. So you take it, put it on your skin, and as you continue rubbing it, it starts to create these little balls of what it claims is skin, and it's claiming that the balls are actual dead skin cells falling off of the surface of wherever I'm putting it, and it's acting as a peel. I don't feel anything. There's no tingling sensation. I'm not getting the usual peel sensations on my hand, and I'm almost thinking that it's not my skin. I'm thinking it might be a reaction from whatever is in this to the air. I think as you rub it, the oxygen enters said formula or gel and it causes it to ball up. Like, I am not believing that what is happening is my skin balling up. I think they're trying to say that it's my skin, but really it's this shit coagulating with the air, if you know what I'm saying. I'm being skeptical because I've used it several times and I really haven't noticed any difference in my skin. The girl in Sephora totally sold me on it, so I'd love to know your guys' opinion. If any of you have used this, if you think my theory is totally far-fetched or if I'm onto something, because, you know, I like to think that I'm not easily fooled when it comes to this, and it wasn't cheap. I think it was like 46 to 50 bucks or something. Alright guys, that's all I have to share with you. If you have made it this far and you're watching this at this moment, I got mad respect for you. Like, that's love. You've stuck around this long. I can only imagine how long this video is gonna be. I really just wanted to get every last tidbit in this video because it is so highly requested, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for it for a really long time. Really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you even took one thing from it, I'll be super amped. It is now 3 in the morning. I gotta be up for work tomorrow, so that should be interesting. I'm not even mad though. I'm just so relieved that I was finally able to sit down and get this done. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see a separate favorite face masks video. I have some legit face masks that I think some of you might like. If you do and you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have used any of these products, if you have any recommendations, what you guys think of this fucking thing. I'd love to know. As always, all of the products that I mentioned will be listed in the description box below. I love you very much. I thank you for joining me and sticking around for this long. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'll probably be back with a few tutorials. Bless up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.